Hi, Thumos, and welcome back, guys. Hope you're having a great day. So, there was this guy in our group. His name's Stallion. We all have nicknames in the Discord. His name's Stallion. This guy's always dropping wisdom, poetic, just a good dude. He's actually our member of the month, and he dropped this quote. I want to read it to you. Empires do not suffer emptiness of purpose at the time of their creation. It is when they have become established that aims are lost and replaced by vague ritual. This is from Dune Messiah, the character Paul Atreides. And I read this and it struck me. I actually had to stop and think about what that means. And the point where he says empires do not suffer emptiness at the time of their creation. They grow into this formlessness. We grow into these established places, maybe in our home, in our city, in our life, in our area. And then we develop vague rituals and we lose our aim. And I'm sure that you can relate to this. I know for myself, this is something I felt in the last couple of years. Most of my life was spent struggling, just trying to make ends meet. And just live, make it another day, make it another month, pay rent, make enough to put food on the table. And once you get a little bit, you get those things, and you come from a poor family, it's not hard to be satisfied. It's not too hard to be satisfied and happy. But what ends up happening is you kind of get content, and you lose the hunger. Your belly's full. You have warm. You have some clothes. You have a roof over your head. You have the money to pay the heat bill. You're not struggling. You can go out. You can have a bit of fun. You can do some extracurricular activities. And so I felt that. I felt that that sort of establishment, and then losing the aim, falling into vague rituals. Beginning that almost like the cycle repeats itself, like the snake eating its tail, going back. The cycle continues. Now it's here I am existing. Now you got to find the meaning, you got to find the purpose once again. And so I've had to ask myself, where am I going wrong, where I'm losing that hunger? And so I want to talk to you guys about this. I wanted to ask you, what's one thing that you can do to bring the hunger back? What's one thing that you need to do in your life that's going to bring that hunger back? So if you want to stop the video here, if that's all you want to get from this, then so be it. And I think that's a pretty damn good place to start, is what can you do? Where are you limiting yourself? Where are you killing that fire inside? And so for me, this was being real. I need more time. I need more time. I need more time to read. I need more time to go outside and go on walks. I need more time to think. I need more time to do jujitsu and lift weights and do those things consistently without fail. And the way that I can have more time is simply by waking up earlier. So that was my thing, and that's actually why I introduced to the group the Up Before the Enemy challenge. And that's a staple. We actually have a section, the arena, where we do different challenges, and that's there to stay, up before the enemy. That was presented by another member. And I think it's so cool, up before the enemy, man. For me, that's 6 a.m., right? At 6 a.m., I can get up, I can get going before my mind has time to think, oh, I've woken up too late. That's the enemy. My mind thinking, oh, I woke up too late. It's too late to do anything. The world's already bustling outside. The world's already up and at it. I woke up late, I failed. No, dude, up before the fucking enemy. You got things to do. And so that's for me. That was mine. Simply because I need more time. I need more time to do these things. The next thing is, you gotta strive for something, dude. You gotta strive for something. My darkest times, in the beginning, let's just go to the beginning of my hero's journey, my journey of leaving home, disconnecting from my parents, being on my own, meeting the mentors, learning the skills, going to work, putting myself in situations where I had to face the dragon, face that thing I feared. Before all that, before that, it was going down. It was going down into that basement, that dark place, that dark place of the mind. And what I realized is I have no reason to be getting up out of bed. And that was real. That was like a real mindset. Like, dude, I got no reason to get out of bed. What the fuck? Let me just stay in bed. So I did. A lot of days I just stood in bed. And if I rolled out of bed, I'd mope around, do nothing until I had to go to work. Something, I had to go to the job that I hated. And then just repeat, eat, no purpose. That was the darkest time, right? It was like and why wouldn't that be the case if I had nothing to strive for? If I had nothing to aim towards and go after. I felt like I was just existing. That was over. It was like, it's a lot when you feel like that because you don't know what to do. And then you see other people doing stuff and you're like, what's wrong with me? Nothing's wrong with you. Seriously, nothing's wrong with you. You gotta find something to strive for. Seriously, you gotta find something to wake up and live for, man. For me, originally it was like bodybuilding because that was a sense of I could build something with. I don't need much. I got myself. I can build something. All I need is some weights. I can find some weights. And so this kind of lended itself to purpose, to sort of some joy in my life, to see that I have influence and I can manipulate and I can have some control. And that's what you need is control. You don't want to just float on a sea. I think it was Seneca, to a ship without any destination, no wind is favorable. No wind is favorable when you're just floating out there in space, in limbo, and you're not going anywhere. And so you don't want to just exist. The function of a man is to live, not to exist. We don't want to waste our days trying to prolong them. We want to live, man. That's a Jack London quote, paraphrase, but there's some immense truth to that. Is that none of us just want to be here coasting. We want to have purpose, especially men. We want to be achievers. We want to be competitive. And I see a lot of times these days we're getting away from competition. And I think competition is absolutely essential to striving because competition forces you to be better than your opponent. If you have no competition, you have no opponent. There's no other team. There's no other thing that you need to beat. You don't need a best. So there's no competition. That's why in the group I have competitions all the time. That's why in the group we're doing a competition starting December 10th. I might find myself, no competition, dude. Just like I'll get in my head. When there's competition though, dude, I'm ready. I got a competition coming up with jiu-jitsu. You better believe I'm training. I'm getting my cardio better. I'm doing what I have to. I'm focusing on the techniques. Maybe I'll go 2 a day sometimes. I want to beat that other guy, man. I don't want to step on the mat and some other guy bests me because I was just existing. Now you got some purpose, something to strive for, to be better. So we need competition, and there's a lack of competition in most of our lives. There's a big lack of competition. And so, when you're just existing without aim, I've noticed that your life can quickly turn into hedonism, which is just decadence, seeking pleasure, and you get a call, someone wants to do that, you go do that. You want to drink, you kind of drink. It turns into decadence. You want to game, you game a little bit, and there's no structure, and so it's a way to fill that void. It's like we're just out here floating on the sea. Why don't we just throw a party? There's no destination, so let's always party. When you're always partying, you can get lowered self-esteem, and you can get unhappy very, very quickly. And that's a big thing to look at is, man, if you're living in decadence, if you're living without an aim, well then your self-esteem goes down in turn your confidence. And so you wonder, well, why do I struggle with making money? Why do I struggle with women? Why do I struggle with getting these things I desire, with picking a right career, with my body? Why do I struggle with getting the body I desire, with a strong body that's capable? Why can I not get these things? Well, I've realized too that a lot of us are trying to shortcut this whole thing. We're trying to shortcut the system. There's no shortcut, man. If you think of a triangle, right? Like think of a pyramid. And at the top is self-actualization. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. There's self-actualization. There's mastery. You can't shortcut that, man. And even the lower tiers, the mid tiers, like finding a wife, a beautiful wife, or a companion, a mate. And so a lot of us we're down here. We're like the character in the beginning of a video game, just starting out. Think of Skyrim. You got a little rusty axe on your side. You got a shield. You can't even take a blow. It's just gonna dent. You're gonna get killed immediately, right? You can't even fend off these little wolves out in the wild. And you're over here on Tinder trying to shortcut the system, trying to find a girl that you can sleep with. That's decadence, dude. That's hedonism, right? And it's not. It has nothing to do. Oh, Tinder's bad. That's not it, dude. It's what are you doing to yourself? There's a system. There's levels to this thing where maybe you're not at a time in your life where you're supposed to be getting laid. Man, maybe you're not at a time in your life where you're meant to have all of this fun and this excitement and this travel. Maybe that's not reserved for the peasants class. That's not reserved for the serf class. That's reserved for the king, for the emperor, to have his pick of all of these beautiful women. That's not reserved when you're on your mission, dude, when you're just starting out of the game. You got to work up to that. And so you try to shortcut this stuff. And you wonder why you can't get stuff, why you're unhappy. Well, it's very simple. You haven't put the steps in place. Think about if you're struggling to get a woman or, have a girlfriend. Why would anyone want to be bunkered down with someone that's just broke? Why would then you're going to have to wear yourself out trying to game all the time, trying to worry about game, trying to keep her interested, playing these weird games, trying to, stay, it just make you more of someone that maybe has to put her down and just so that she can look up to you, so it just, it makes you weird. It makes you weird when you try to shortcut that thing. First, take care of the basics. And so I love the acronym KISS. Probably heard it before. Keep it simple, stupid. But I reframed it. Make it even easier. Keep it stupid simple. And so whenever you're feeling lost, think about, okay, where am I? Where am I in this Maslow's hierarchy of needs? Am I covering the basics? Am I covering the basics? Do I have food? Do I have shelter? Do I have, can I take care of myself? And then go up from there. And then think, well, I need more. I need to make sure that I can get more. So you start to think, well, what do I got to do? And that's where the hunger should be woken up. Instead of a lot of our hunger is just going to, we want women, we want to be recognized. Some of us have even got the things that we desire, right? And that's where the danger lies, is when you get a decent body, when you get a little bit of cash in your pocket, and you can live and you can kind of get by, and there's that golden handcuff again, the golden handcuff, you have money coming in every month. And so you're not struggling, but you're not really, it feels like there's this gap between you and the self-actualization of going big. And so there's this gap, and you get some bit of success, and it feels good at first, and you got a little confidence, but then you live like that for a year. Give it about a year, and then you start thinking to yourself, what's next? What is next? And then, so keep it stupid simple. Go back to the basics, and realize that if you're not hungry anymore, man, then you've got to look at your life, okay? And you got to find that one thing that's going to unlock you to going forth and conquering, and to unlocking, even to want to conquer, to want to continue to conquer, to want to be competitive, to want to be better. All right, that's high thumos. That's spiritedness. And if you don't have spiritedness, then you got to ask yourself, what is it? What am I doing to put out this fire? I'm just extinguishing it every day, and I'm okay with that. I'm just okay with that. No, you got to figure it out. And so, mine was I need to get up earlier because I need more time. So what is yours? What is yours? I'm going to end this message here, guys. Hope this has helped, maybe give you some insight. I love talking with you guys, connecting. If you want to talk more, join us in the Discord. If you want to get started early on this transformation challenge, I'm giving away hundreds of dollars to the top 5 people that make the best transformations. We're starting December 10th. After that, we're cutting it off, all right? So get in there, and I'll see you guys in there soon. If you have any questions or video topics that you'd like me to talk about, expand upon, maybe I could help you, then let me know down below. If you liked the video, drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Peace.